Welcome back to Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. Happy Friday. I hope you got something planned good this weekend. I just want to say my latest book review, it had me on my toes. Talk about just juicy, messy, the love scenes, the drama, the hardcore. I mean, it gave you everything. The author did two interviews. Um, Actually, I want to say it was August the 25th or 6th. He did two different interviews on two different platforms, and he basically on the second interview he was actually being driven to turn himself into the feds. I'm not gonna get into all of that. Google him once I show you the book and you'll know his story. But I just want to say when he was talking on both platforms, the second one really grabbed me because he was talking some real stuff that people need to know. With no further ado, I'm talking about Prison Playpen by MC Shakie. I just want to say shout outs to Juanita Clark in publishing. I am loving these new hard covers where there isn't a cover. It's just like it's solid. I love it. And this is the back of the book. Um, this book deals with a trans woman by the name of Summer, who I'm not gonna tell the book, but I do want to talk about it to give you a feel of the book. Who is set up and unfortunately has to go to prison. She's never been locked up in her entire life. As I'm reading this book, I'm like really like feeling like just a feeling like it's hard enough for a trans woman to live in the outside world. Just imagine being on lockdown and in prison with all these men who pretty much a lot of them gonna hate you and try to maybe bring harm to you. I put it that way, and others may not. It's got to even be 10 times harder being on lockdown, than being out in the world. I just assume. I don't know. Um, but she goes in and she the first person she meets is Buffy the Body. The Body. I love Buffy. Buffy was a trip. She schooled her and told her info, especially about Britney Spears, who was another mess. Some of Mother, I felt was weak when it came to the father situation and the brother and how her father was toward her. And the Uncle Kevin, who is a pastor, which kind of shocked me but didn't shock me. I was just like when he was first brought up in the book, I was like, oh, I know what he's up to and who he is. I cannot believe that, but I can because it's been known in the real world. I put it that way. Um, I love Lazy Eyes for Summer. That's who I was rooting for all the way through this book. Even after what happened, I wanted her to be with Lazy Eye. He loved her unconditionally. He gave up so much and showed how much he loved her. He didn't care. But then Atwater, I just I didn't like him. I mean, I have mixed feelings because of his ulterior motive for Summer. If you have to read the book to understand what I mean, but On the flip side, very smart man, wise smartness for business, because what he did before he got out and when he was out. I will say that. One of my favorite characters in this book was Old School. Old School was so wise. I just love he was poised, laid back. He gave Atwater just real facts, wisdom. Just told him, and he listened to him. Um, I don't know where everything's is gonna lie because the way this book ended, how dare you, MC Shaky, leave me on the edge, wondering, wondering, just wondering. Was Summer wrong for what she did when she made that phone call to Shonda? Um, yes, in a way, I guess. Another reason why I didn't care for Atwater for what he did on the airplane, Lacey and Faith. Now that scene that they did, the love scene, I was like, whoa. I I believe it topped Kathy, Atwater, and Summer. It really did. In a way, it really did. I just want, if things turn out the way I think they may turn out to be, Peyton needs to get hers. Um, I don't know about Clayton. Clayton, I have mixed feelings about that whole situation. I just want to say this book right here was so juicy. It had some love scenes in here to blow your mind. It was drama, messy, all the above that I love to read in a book. It was hot, real hot. It's a quick, easy read. It consists of 250 something, 54 pages to be exact. I just want to say I need to know what happened to some of these characters in this book, MC Shaky. Don't play with me like this. This is definitely a 4.5 stars. And the only reason why I'm getting a 4.5 stars is because the way it ended, I wanted just a little bit more. Please click that like button, subscribe to Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. I'm on Instagram, Robert underscore reading underscore room. My Facebook group is Robert's Reading Room and Reviews also. I thank those who support my channel and support me and follows me. Greatly appreciated. Please check this book out. This is what I will say, and I do not like to compare book, is a convict Candace rebirth with a twist, and it's different, but if I had to pick one over the other, I just don't know because this book is fine. Until next time, happy readings. Again, please pick up Prison Playpen by MC Shakie.